Okay, here's a little diagram, kind of what it looks like, how we fit, and where guys are supposed to be. So we're in a tight front here. In zeros and four eyes, you can kind of see this guy's this at the edge. So we have to decide each week, as you guys do, on the backside triangle right here. What are they going to do? Are they going to block out on the four eye and pull the tackle, or are they going to try to scoop the four eye and just pull the guard? Okay, and that's a discussion that's one of the things our inside backers coaches look for. Coach Douglas's job is to figure that out and tell us that in his portion of the game plan breakdown. And then so that's why we have started reading the triangle, because we have to make sure that this inside backer can see the pulling guard or the flash of the pulling tackle off the block back. Okay, so there are different things that'll happen at times. If we predetermine, hey, we want the nose to work this side this week because of game plan or because of scheme, whatever, there are times where we'll actually have two in a gap. Not ideal, obviously. That will be a change we have to make if the scheme changes. And so that's something that we look at as we're going through film also. But we got the arrow here I can see already. If you download a PDF and upload it into Huddle, it doesn't quite work. This arrow got moved over. He should be spilled. He should be spilled here. This guy should be over the top. The thing that does show is with this guy down, this ends may end up being the spill. We would like for him to be the spill on this arc block, okay, or this out block, and then he would become the lever. And so all he's looking at this inside backer position here, our Mike, is he's cloudy to clear. He step stacks, he's downhill. If the end's in front of him, then he's going to work over the top of him. We're working cloudy to clear with our inside backers all the time. 5 shade 4. So if we get a 54 look here, okay, the things can change, and there's two ways you can draw this up. They can block out or they can block down. If a team's trying to kick our overhang out here all the time, then we might get in a 5 shade 4 and make him kick our defensive end, because that's usually a bigger body guy. The nickel for us is a little bit more of a safety converted down usually. And so this position right here is the field guy. He's always through the field. The Mike and the nickel are married together, the Will and the Jack. So the Will and the Jack are our boundary guys. And so this would be a left call for us. We call it stuff to speed. It's not rocket science. You can see all that on film, so I'm not giving secrets away or anything. But there's multiple ways that you can block these, and this is just one diagram of one of the ways we see it done. Okay, so we get into an inline tight end, and we get a one back power set. Like I said earlier, the nickel is our edge contained defender here. Our free safety's in the box because you brought a guy into the box. Okay, so you win 11 personnel. You bring a guy in, we're going to bring a guy in. We're going to force you to throw the ball. And our philosophy a little bit is you can hand the ball off to a guy. He can break a long run and pound his forehead on the goalpost, or we can try to make you throw it to someone, catch the ball, and then try to make that conversion or that first down conversion, or big play or whatever you're trying to do, right? And so we're gonna pack the box as much as possible. Our biggest problem with that is you have to look at this and you got to say, okay, hey, when do I need you to be when are you a conflict player and when are you not? And that's where Coach Rowe, our outside backers coach, I know I said I coach the outside backers, but I've pretty much given it to him. He's been with us for 1 year now, and he's a really good coach, and I don't want to hold him back. So he's been taking those guys, and so he's got to decide when are these guys in conflict, when are they not, how tight to the box can they be, what is the team's game plan, what are they trying to do most of the time. So what you got 11 personnel, our base, which is a tight front, and that's kind of how we look at it. Mike would be spill, the Will would be the lever. Again, though, the free safety, he is not a primary fitter to the front side unless we have an in line. If we have a yo tight end off a fullback that's back here somewhere, then he's a secondary fitter. Is kind of the way we work through that. 54. So if we wanted to run a 54 look, not going to insult your intelligence there. Kind of how that looks for us. If we get a GT look, okay, Then the edge setter is here. Okay, this outside backer is our edge setter. We're getting a down block here. This would be our spill guy. Our lever guy is coming from across the formation. Long way to go. He's got to get there. Okay, he's got to get there. The safety stays backside to help us on anything over here. We've started getting a ton of false pulls with quarterback run game and all kinds of stuff, whether that be an art block out here or an out block, or, you know, in this situation here, he's blocking down, probably not going to pull it in that one. But we've been getting a lot of quarterback run game from the teams we've seen. So we've had to change a little bit, slow some guys down in order for that to not bite us in the butt there on that. So like I told you, if we want to start trying to force you to spill or force a kick onto our defensive ends, then we'll get in a 5-shade-4, figure out who your puller, you know, because everybody's got their favorite pullers usually. You got to figure out which one they want to pull more often, which way where are they most productive at. We're very fortunate. Our 8th grade, 9th grade staffs are with us all weekend long, so we can really dive into the weeds. Every coach on our staff, whether our 8th grade coach, 9th grade coach, you know, our varsity staff, all have a piece of the pie on a game plan breakdown. And so when we present that stuff, everyone's trying to tell us they're part of it. I think that ownership of all those different things has given our 8th grade, 9th grade staff a say in what's going on with our game plan. And we've been able, the last 2 big hires we've had, to hire from within and promote a guy from our 8th grade or 9th grade staff. And so that's been huge for us. It never fails that one of those guys brings something to us that we didn't see or didn't notice before on the weekend. So there you kind of see that on this look here. 21 personnel. Yet again, you've brought 2 guys to the box. Both my safeties are coming to the box. The thing about our inside run is all of these guys. Let me bring this back. All of these guys here, all 9 are in inside run for us. The way we script has to be court has to help us out with this, because our inside run and 7-on-7 are going at the same time. And all of these guys back here are also starting on our secondary or on our offense. And so if they're starting offensive receivers and they're also our starting safeties, and then we've got to find a way to script accordingly so I can get these guys down here at the inside run. And so the way we do that's a whole nother long 30-minute, 45-minute conversation. But you can see how we get in here. This would be the spill guy. Mike would be the lever guy. Will would work over with this after he tempos the back. Free safety is going to fit where needed. He's slow to go until he knows. This guy's going to spill the wing. This guy would lever in this drawing. And so you can kind of see how that goes there. Got a sniffer counter look here. Same thing, edge setter here. This guy here is the lever player. Mike here would actually be the spill. Got a gap defender here. And then the backside safety is just going to look for work. Okay. Maybe it's a deal where if he gets this look, maybe if this is a cat over here, he's doubling the backside. It's whatever you're trying to do off of it. This guy here is obviously in conflict for us because he's got the RPO look. And a lot of schools obviously can RPO with the back on either side, but most of them that we've noticed will RPO with the guy on the quarterback side.